Is it okay for students to express their religious faiths at a public school?
Yes, I believe. That's,
Okay.
as long as you're not forcing it.
As long as you're not forcing it.
May students share their religious faith in public schools?
I mean, they can if they want to, as long as it doesn't disrupt.
May students share their religious faith in public schools?
Well, school is not the place for religion, but it's important to keep in mind that your religion is yours and not anybody else's to tell you what to do with. That includes wearing your religious paraphernalia or practicing it at the times you need to do your religious duties.
What if they express them at something like an athletic event or like in a homework assignment?
I think it's tough just because of what the government says, there should be no church of state or whatever it is.
Separation of church and
Separation
state.
of church state. But at a public event, I think it's okay as long as you're not playing it over the intercom, under God or something like that, because it could offend other people. But yeah.
May students express their religious faith on homework assignments or at school-sponsored events?
What was the question?
Can students pray at athletic events or state their religion on homework assignments?
Honestly, if it's on a homework assignment, I don't think it really should be there since it's schoolwork and unless it pertains to the subject,
Students pray at athletic events or state their religion on homework assignments.
The praying at athletic events is acceptable as long as it's not public. I mean, it's important to keep in mind that not everybody shares the same faith. Private prayer is probably the best way to do it. On school assignments, it depends on the assignment. I certainly want to read that you're an Eastern Orthodox Christian on a math assignment. That would just be ridiculous. But it can be used in a way to express your opinion for a paper, if the need be.
And along with that, do you feel it is right to require a moment of silence, which could be interpreted as a religious prayer kind of thing?
I don't really see how you find that as a religious prayer. I feel like it's just you're taking a moment of silence for maybe people that have sacrificed their lives for their country, other things like that. So I think it's really important to have a moment of silence just because you don't hear anybody talking during the moment of silence. So I never have. So I feel like it's just a moment of respect for everybody, no matter what religion you are or anything. So.
Is it constitutional for a public school to require a moment of silence?
I mean, yeah, it's important to recognize the people who have died.
Is it constitutional for a public school to require a moment of silence?
It's important to remember those who have fallen in combat and those who have lost their lives unfairly. It doesn't have to be religious, it can just be respectful.
Do you know any organizations for Christian school?
No, because I myself am a Christian and I have not seen those groups or I have not been included in those groups, so that's why I have not heard any groups.
Little do people know there is an organization called FCA. FCA is a non-denominational Christian sports ministry that focuses on coaches, campus, camp, and community ministry. We usually have a light breakfast activity and then a devotional at the end. It's an entirely student-led group. We decided to interview our school's FCA sponsor, and this is what she had to say. How do you get involved? It meets on Fridays in her classroom around 7:15 a.m. or during a FCA tutorial. All are welcome. You don't have to play a sport. What's your thought on praying in school? School prayer would result in many beliefs benefits. Currently, the school systems are tragically disintegrating, as shown by the rise in school shootings, increasing drug use, alcoholism, teen pregnancy, etc. School prayer can help combat these issues, would instill a sense of morality, and is desperately needed with today's youth. May students share their religious faith in public school. The U.S. Supreme Court has replaced freedom of religion with freedom from religion. To ban school prayer diminishes the religious freedom of students who would like to pray and forces them to act accordingly to non-religious classmates. May students express their religious faith on homework assignments or at school events. Depends on the situation and how it's handled. I have always had a hard time with science classes and believing things other than what is being taught. Big theory and etc. I always put the textbook answer and then put a side note that I didn't believe that to be true and put my view. Teachers were always understanding and it never caused an issue, so it has to be done tastefully. And make sure you are still completing the assignment to the rubric. Is it constitutional for a public school to require a moment of silence? Sure it is. Students are not required to pray during that time. It's a neutral time.
I'm Maddie,
And I'm Destiny.
and we are Christians, and we feel strongly about this.
Yes, we just want to spread awareness and bring it back sort of. And this recently has became an issue when there was a lot of school shootings, and we just want to bring it back.
Thank you. Okay.